Once upon a time, in the heart of a small, remote village in the Philippines, there stood an old, decaying house known as Bahay Mga Kaluluwa, or House of the Spirits. It was a two-story wooden structure with large, rotting windows that seemed to stare out at anyone who dared pass by like the eyes of a long-forgotten ghost. The villagers spoke in hushed tones about the house's dark history. Many years ago, it had been the home of a wealthy Spanish family during the colonial period. But the happy facade of the family masked a story of betrayal and tragedy. The youngest daughter, Maria, was said to have fallen in love with a local village boy, against her family's wishes. When forbidden to see him, she took her own life in despair. Legend had it that Maria's spirit never left the house. Her presence was felt every night, when a faint melody of an old Spanish lullaby would drift through the eucalyptus trees surrounding the house. Brave villagers claimed they had seen her ghostly figure wandering by the windows, her sorrowful eyes searching for her lost love. One summer, a group of adventurous teenagers from a nearby town decided to explore the haunted house, eager to debunk the village's tales. They arrived just as the sun began to set, the orange and pink hues of dusk casting eerie shadows across the structure. Inside, the air was thick with age and dust, and the floorboards creaked ominously beneath their feet. As the teens wandered through the crumbling rooms, they found an old diary tucked away in a hidden corner. It belonged to Maria, filled with heart-wrenching entries about her forbidden love. Suddenly, the air grew cold. The teenagers felt an unexplained icy touch brush against their skin. The lights of their flashlights flickered, and the faint sound of the Spanish lullaby began to play. Trying to remain calm, they decided to leave the diary behind and swiftly made their way back to the front door. But it was too late. The door slammed shut with a force that shook the entire house. The room grew darker, and ghostly whispers filled the air. Just when they thought they would never escape, a bright light appeared at the top of the stairs, a young woman in a flowing white dress. With a sad, gentle expression, the ghost of Maria motioned for them to follow. Leading them through the labyrinthine halls, she guided them back to the front door. It opened effortlessly, and as they hurried outside, the house began to fade, with Maria giving one last, sorrowful glance before disappearing into the night. From that day on, none of the villagers dared disturb the Bahay Mga Kaluluwa, allowing Maria to finally rest in peace. The house remained a silent guardian of a tragic love story, whispered about by future generations who learned to respect the spirits of the past.